I want to talk about alcohol on day 2, just right out the gate, because this week is about clarity. I was addicted to alcohol for 15 years, starting at 21, and I have been sober from alcohol for 7.5 years, and it's been the best 7.5 years of my entire life. I did a lot of things, but one of the main things I did was I read a book or listened to a book, the audio version is what I recommend, called This Naked Mind by Annie Grace. I'm not going to do anything weird. I'm not going to talk about anything religious or anything that may make you feel awkward. I'm just letting you know what helped me. And it took 5 days and it stopped me from drinking after 15 years. So it's amazing. You can also look up an interview that I did with Annie if you do a search on YouTube, Arlan Hamilton, Annie Grace, it's a great hour-long interview if you want to learn a little bit more before you dive into the book. Now, this is for you if maybe you had a hangover after New Year's Eve. It may be for you if you have hangovers more than once or twice a year. And again, it's not necessarily for everybody, but you may want to cut down on alcohol for some reason, right? Now you could do that and the book will help, other things will help. Does not replace medical attention or a therapist. I'm just giving you a little bit of information about what helped me. I want you to reflect on a couple of questions or maybe 3 questions. And you can either answer these questions by writing them down in your journal, or you can just simply answer internally. And it's just between you and this video, right? Either way, here are some questions I want you to ask. And I want you to be really honest with yourself because it's only you in the room. First question is, how do you feel after you drink? Not during, but after you drink. The second is, why do you drink? What different reasons do you have to drink? Do you drink by yourself a lot? Do you drink when you're happy and when you're sad, or one or the other? And then the last question I want you to ask yourself and answer is, how often do you drink? Now, there's a bonus question that helped me too is, when I go out and other people are drinking and I hadn't planned on drinking, do I end up drinking? Is it just like this thing that I'm not even thinking about and it's like everybody else is drinking, so I'm going to drink? Okay. I want you to explore alcohol and see how it has affected your relationships, your work, and your personal goals. In my case, it wrecked all 3. It absolutely wrecked my life. And again, I'm not trying to brainwash anyone or change anyone's mind particularly. It's more like for someone, if you are already feeling a tug and you want help, I want to help you find the way. So if any of your answers concern you or surprised you, the first thing you should do is forgive yourself. I had to forgive myself so many times in order to get sober because I felt so ashamed about the things I did and said when I was drunk or hungover, the way I felt, all of that, because it all comes racing back. That's the number one thing you have to do in order to move forward is to forgive yourself. The second thing you can do is consider downloading the audio version of This Naked Mind by Annie Grace. Now, I have the physical version too, but the audio version is what helped me. It was with me for 5 days. On the 5th day, I did not drink, and I haven't had a drink since. So there's something to it. 15 years addicted. Now, this isn't a push for you to quit necessarily right away, especially because I'm not taking the place of medical or therapy. But I want you to find some clarity in addressing some of the potential obstacles that alcohol might place for you in your way. That clarity theme this week is really important. So this is day 2. And if you didn't see day 1, go back and find day 1 on my channel and watch that when you get a chance. And then make sure you look for day 3 in the series. We're going to continue our conversation about clarity. Now, we will have a Zoom call, and the link to that Zoom call will be below. And I want you to join it so you can talk about how this 30-day challenge is helping you and what big takeaways you've received. I'll see you on Zoom.